Yo, what's up? Freedom Out Productions here, and I wanted to give you guys a story that's been going around. Um, there's a missing tourist sub for the Titanic. Um, I think it's six people inside of this submersible type submarine, and I think it's six people inside. One of them's a billionaire, and they do this little tour in this little sub for the Titanic. It takes them down to the Titanic and able to maneuver around it and to actually see it underwater. And this thing's been missing for like I think it's almost a day now. Um, I think sometime last night they said they only had like 40 hours of airlift, and they can't find these people. A lot of people think they're dead, and they were saying that if they are alive, it's probably a miracle. And this morning, I think I heard that they're hearing noises coming from underwater that might be them trying to give a signal to someone up top. Hopefully these people make it, man. That has to be some of the scariest and craziest thing they experience right now if they're still alive. And fingers crossed. Hopefully they're still alive and they make it out because I think it's six people and I think one of them's actually pretty young. But yeah, let's check this out real quick.
Desperate race against time to save five people trapped somewhere beneath the ocean's surface. This is a tale of adventure and expedition, of technology at its peak, disrupted by failure. The frantic attempt to find the OceanGate submarine has parallels to the Titanic shipwreck it was searching for.
The location of the search is approximately 900 miles east of Cape Cod in a water depth of roughly 13,000 feet. It is a remote area and it is a challenge to conduct a search in that remote area.
The submersible vessel called the Titan was carrying five people when it entered the water on Sunday morning.
Five, I said
it
it
can
was six,
dive
it's
up
five
to 4,000 meters below the surface, and it usually takes just over 2 hours to reach the wreckage of the Titanic. But an hour and 45 minutes into the descent and at 10 a.m. local time, contact to the surface stopped.
Deep submersible diving is very dangerous, but it's high tech, and as each year goes by, the equipment gets better, the technology gets better, and so on. So I'm very hopeful and very positive.
The Titan sends a ping every 15 minutes to the Polar Prince,
somebody's
the research
hopeful, right?
vessel floating high above. But for at least 7 hours, that didn't happen, and a distress call was sent to the U.S. Coast Guard.
We understand from the operator of the vessel that the vessel was designed with a 96-hour sustainment capability if there was an emergency on board. And so we're using that time, making the best use of every moment of that time to locate the vessel.
Is safe and capable of handling depths.
Those on board are reported to include Stockton Rush, the founder of OceanGate, the private company that charges passengers $250,000 each to gaze at the wreckage of the Titanic.
$250,000 to put your life on the line.
Operation.
To see
we
some
have a number
old wreck
of
ship.
archaeologists and deep sea marine biologists, as well as our own crew, that will go. There are five.
I mean, hey, I'm not trying to tell people how to live their
dive.
life, man,
Three
but
of
come
those are what we
on,
call
man.
mission specialists. So those are the folks who help finance the mission.
I would think there's
but
better
they're
things
also
to do with
active
your money, you know?
participants. So why we're not a fan of the tourist term is because these are crew members.
The other passengers are the billionaire entrepreneur Hamish Harding, as well as Shahzada Dawood, who was on the vessel with his 19-year-old son, Suleiman.
I knew it was a young
Final
guy,
passenger
19-year-old
is
son.
reportedly the French explorer Paul-Henri Nargeolet. This is a view from inside the vessel, as filmed in a BBC documentary.
I see the wreck on sonar.
They should have known it was too dangerous to bring your 19-year-old son.
To the Titanic?
Very close. 2 meters.
Because before you get on this sub, they make you sign all type of
Five men
waivers
missing
saying
with no
that if
contact
you
since
die
Sunday
or
are believed to have
anything
until Thursday
happens, they're
when
not
their
held
oxygen
accountable.
runs out after 96 hours. US and Canadian ships and planes form the search operation as they drop sonar buoys that can monitor deep under the surface.
This
But
is like going in
is a
outer
tricky
space.
operation.
Like,
Submersible was in mid-dive when they lost communications. So if there was any sort of emergency, they would have probably just dropped their weights and this buoyancy would pull them back up to the surface. But of course, with no communications, then it's difficult to locate where they are. If it's on the bottom, The next challenge is how do you get them up? You're not going to be able to transfer them onto another vessel at depth. You're going to have to bring the whole submersible up and then take them off.
Dang.
Get some sort of robot vessel down there to attach something to them to help bring it up, and then extract them.
Mr. Harding himself wrote before the
That's a
mission
lot.
that they had only managed to find a short gap in poor weather to launch their expedition, adding that due to the worst winter in Newfoundland in 40 years, this mission is likely to be the first and only manned mission to the Titanic this year. The wreckage of the Titanic, which sank in 1912 when it hit an iceberg, resulting in the death of more than 1,500 people, was first discovered in 1985, 370 miles off the coast of Canada. Ocean Gate expeditions say their entire focus is on
They
the
couldn't
well-being
like
of the crew.
tie a tether to
Every
it
step possible is
and
being
then send it
taken
down.
to bring the 5
And if
crew
then
members
anything
back
goes
safely.
wrong, just yank them
They
back
added
up.
that they pray for the safe return of the crew and passengers, and we will provide updates as they are available.
Whew. All right, there you have it. Doesn't look good, but I really feel bad for the 19-year-old because I heard the pressure down there is so strong that even if it's like one little leak of water, they'll just be crushed instantly. They're just crushed, and it's so dark down there because they're so deep. There's no sunlight that can reach down there to the bottom of that floor, of the ocean floor. So it's pitch black down there. Can you imagine if they're having like technical problems and the lights go out and they can't move their little motors or whatever, and so they can't maneuver around, and you're just sitting in pitch black dark, knowing you're on a time limit and your air is running out, or something could happen and you just get crushed any second, and you have to sit here and just count down and pitch black with nothingness, knowing that you're miles away. Well, I don't know how deep they are, but you're basically on another planet away from anybody that can help you right now. That's terrifying. And you pay $250,000 for this. Hey man, but hopefully these people get found, man. You know, they saying they're hearing noises coming from the water this morning, so hopefully that's them. Hopefully they can retrieve them in time, because you know time is of the essence and time is ticking. But that's all I got for you today, man. Man, hopefully these people make it, man. Hey man, you guys just take in a day, man. Just realize how blessed you are every day, because you never know. You know? Freedom by Productions, man. I'm out.